All right, give it up for Maximini again. Give it up for him. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? What's up, Valley Room? Look at this. It's like grandstands. I love this. Audience. So it's 4th of July weekend, right? This is the best place to be, right? That's right. You're smack dab Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood. Now you would think, because I live in West Hollywood, it's easy to get laid, right? Sure, why not? Right? Yeah. I mean, I lived here so long that usually I get hit upon, not by really hot guys, but by the homeless for spare change. So I finally caved in and I slept with a homeless guy. And I'm writing a book about it. It's called The Passion of the Crust. And it's coming out in cardboard in September, so be sure to look for it. It's a torrid tale of a unemployed comic and a filthy, disgusting homeless guy. Soon to be a Lifetime movie of the week. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, usually when I tell people, people say, so Jerome, where do you live? And I go, West Hollywood, and they go, how's that? Because usually when they're looking at me, they're imagining I'm involved in some massive orgy every night, drinking and drugging and boozing. And it's not true. It's every other night. We need a night to come off the crystal meth and then come back up again. Yeah. But isn't it great living here? It's great living here, right? People visiting. I mean, Southern California, Los Angeles, Hollywood, LA. Aren't people really warm, sweet, giving, spiritual people? You know, giver. Always holding the door open for you, helping out. Isn't that right? I was coming out of the grocery store the other day, and a homeless guy asked me for spare change. What a shocker. So I didn't want to enable him, which is a term we use in LA. So I reached in my grocery bag for a food item, and I pulled out a Power Bar, which is a perfect snack for a gay man. It's small, it's compact, and it goes down easy. So as I was handing off my golden Power Bar to him, I heard him say, I hope there's not honey in this. Yeah, that's right. After you've been eating out of a garbage can for weeks, God forbid, you choke on a perfectly wrapped, pristine malt nut. Because it might kill you. It might just kill you. That's right. Yeah. And then I recently ordered a pizza here. Who orders pizzas? Anybody? Just me? How exciting. I'm living high. I ordered a pizza recently. You know, you usually call up Domino's, and usually they'll reference your home phone number. They'll type in, like on the computer, like underneath your home phone number, they'll type in, like, likes extra cheese or vegetarian. While I order the pizza, the guy leaves. I pick up the slip, and under my receipt, underneath my home phone number, it says some fag. Get that fag, his pizza in less than 30 minutes, is me really angry. He's gonna throw a fit. He's gonna get in a real tizzy. Yeah, isn't that nice? And then I recently went out clubbing here. Anybody go out clubbing? Anybody? Yeah. Just 3 people and me. I went out clubbing recently and I met this guy and we started talking and he had a couple drinks and I had a couple drinks. Well, actually, he had a lot of drinks. I have to get them high as a kite to go home with him. So eventually I said to him, hey, we should hang out. Because I watch MTV a lot and I know that hang out means we should have sex. So we get back to his place and we're sitting on the sofa and he says to me, hey, it's great to be out. And I said, but we're inside. He goes, no, I just got out of jail. Yeah. So that made me hightail it out of there. And that's what forced me back onto the internet because I thought it'd be a lot safer. Is anybody on the internet here? I'm the only one in that chat room? By myself? Yeah, and this guy here. Finally confessing. You guys are still writing with feather, quill, ink, pen, wax, and sending it by carrier pigeon? Well, let me tell you, the internet's brand new. You don't know the origin of the word internet in Latin, it means liar. In America, it means fucking liar. I belong to 2 dating websites. 2 that I'll admit to. I met this guy on Match.com. He said that he was divorced, he wanted to have kids, and he was bisexual. After dating for a while, it turned out that he was still married, living with his wife, had 2 kids, and was bipolar. And then I met this other guy on the internet, and he was Chinese, and I slept with him. You know what the worst part about sleeping with a Chinese guy is? An hour later, you want another one. Yeah. And then I met this other guy. He was 22. Yeah, it's a craving. It's a craving. He's 22 years old, 22. And at the end of our date, he says to me, I'm going to stalk you. And I'm like, hey, that is really flattering. But today's youth is so goal-oriented, they're willing to tap away at their goals, right? But he starts calling me haphazardly. You got to be scared, right? You got to be scared. But finally, one night he calls me at 3:30 in the morning on my cell phone. I see it's him. I'm like, finally, okay, stop. And we start talking. He's like, so how was your day? I said, no, stop. He's like, what? What's wrong? I said, listen, you haven't done a very good job of stalking. He goes, what, do you want me to stalk you? I said, if you have to ask, it's not stalking. It's role-playing, and I'm not into that. I'm not into games. But who is anymore, right? So it's getting hot out. It's the summer. You ready for the summer? Yeah. And the heat waves. You know what's even better than the heat waves? The children left in cars. What happens in LA is, in LA, the parents are so busy, really busy, that they forget sometimes. They forget. And why shouldn't they? They usually have like the yoga mat and their latte and stuff like that, and a piece. And they leave their kids in the car, and then they're in the car all day baking in there or something. And then the police come and the rest of the news and we watch them, right? It's like entertainment. And when the thermometer pops out of the kid's leg, he's done. The meat just falls off the bone, makes a tasty snack on the way home. Yeah, but listen, last summer this happened, and it's a big epidemic, and the Los Angeles Times leapt into action, right? And they wrote tips to prevent tragedy in the LA Times, and it was in the automotive section, so I'm sure you all read it. But I memorized the first two for you. Would you like to hear them? These are true. Number one, always keep a briefcase, cell phone, or purse in the back seat. It will remind you to open up the back door and see the child. And number two, my favorite, get a large teddy bear. Put it in the empty car seat. When you place your child in the car seat, bring the teddy bear up front as a reminder that your child's in the back seat. Isn't that handy? I mean, you know who the real victims in this crime is? The parents. God damn that child for nodding off and being so quiet. I made up a public service announcement, a PSA. This is what it would sound like. It would just be a picture of a child sleeping, and it would say, "A full tummy equals a silent dummy. Don't feed the child." You never hear of someone having a crack baby in their backseat. They're like, "I forgot my crack baby." No, because that crack baby's angry and tired and he wants his crack pipe now. Right now. That's right. So I made up my own tips to prevent tragedy that I thought were better than the LA Times. Would you like to hear them? Yeah! Okay, number one, tie a cowbell around your kid's neck. It's sure to climb on sharp curves on the way to daycare. Number two, break out the birthday cake sparklers and put them into your kid's hands. You may want to put oven mitts in your kid's hands for this one and light them. You're sure to see the sparks flying in the rearview mirror as you're driving. And lastly, break out the old Halloween costume. A bright purple Barney, a bright yellow SpongeBob. You're sure to see that festive costume as you're running into the mall in the dead heat. That's right. See, I dabbled and experimented in heterosexuality in college. But who hasn't, right? It happens. It happens. When I was a senior at NYU, there was this girl who was a freshman in the cafeteria one night. She said to me, "We should have sex." And I said, "Okay," because I like to be supportive. And so we did, and here I am. Isn't that a great story? Okay. And then I moved down here, and I was in this acting class in Malibu, and this other girl who went to NYU, they weren't related, I heard she liked to sleep with every single guy in the acting class. So finally we're scene partners. I'm up on the chopping block. And one night she says, "Okay, you know what, I'm going to come over, and we're not going to work on the scene. We're going to have sex." And I said, "Okay," because I like to be supportive. But she goes, "Wait a second, I can't come over." I go, "Well, why not?" She goes, "Because I haven't shaved my legs." I said, "That's okay, it'll be the best of both worlds for me." Always making lemonade, because that's what we do. That's what we do.